Hey everybody, welcome to this video. My name is Vanessa Simpkins from TakeYourPowerBackNow.com. Joining me is the amazing Melissa Dafnis. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, thanks for letting me be here. I really like it. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, and we're here having a really candid, open, conversation today about your experience in our 8-week boot camp. We have a 10K in 30 days Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow program for new coaches. Melissa is the founder of BreakFreeAndBe.com. She is a rock star. She's the founder of Freedom Movement, and I can't wait for you to tell us a little bit more about that. So why don't you start? Tell us, where were you before you started this boot camp? Where was your business, and where are you today? Let's start with that.
Well, when I started, I had been trying for a year to start an online business, and I know I wanted to work from the road because I sold my house and everything I owned and bought an RV to live the freedom lifestyle. So that was big for me, and I knew that I needed to work from the road, and I had been trying, and I just couldn't get my footing. I just didn't have the proper steps to take to get where I needed to be, and I want to help other people to do the same thing, to be able to live the lifestyle they want, to be free. So I was just trying, and basically I was stuck. Not knowing where to go next. And I actually, it's amazing that I asked the universe one day. I wrote in my journal, I now ask the universe for everything I need to make the money and have a successful business that I want from the road. And the very next morning, I woke up and I looked at my Facebook on my phone, and there was your ad for your webinar. And I thought, I just asked for it the day before. I woke up, first thing I saw, your webinar was 40 minutes later, and I knew you were the one, and I signed up and ended up joining the program, and I'm so happy that I did.
Awesome. This is a real rock star here. Sold your house, bought an RV, launching, that's committed, right? So you all know Melissa is a really committed rock star, and it's been a total pleasure watching you, throughout the 8 weeks, grow your business. So you started out, you were wanting to have this online business, you felt stuck. What would you say are the biggest top 3 accomplishments that you had, or three big takeaways from the program?
Well, the biggest 3, I'd say number 1 was mindset. And you really worked with us and the group on that. And that really helped me to get over the hump. And the next thing was just being in a group was really important too. Sometimes I wouldn't know the right question to ask, or ask the right question, or I would just be sitting there with my face hanging out, but somebody else would ask exactly what I needed. So that was a huge help, just being on this journey with other people in the same boat. But the biggest thing for me, because I was stuck and I didn't know what the next step to take was, is that you laid it all out. You said, do this, 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 and this, and you didn't let us get overwhelmed. You gave us the steps, and that's what I needed, the steps. And that got me where I wanted to be. And that's exactly what I needed. That was so important. I just needed.
Melissa, come back. Hold on a second. Something happened here at the internet. Let's see if it comes back here in a minute. Okay, yeah, you're back.
I'm back. Yeah, it freezes a little bit.
All good. You said that we were hearing you talk about the steps, that you really got the steps. That's what you wanted. That's what you needed.
Yeah, the steps are exactly what I needed. Yeah, so just ignore the freezing of my computer. It's the internet here. Sorry about that, but yes, the steps is what I needed, and it's what absolutely worked for me.
And you were able to attract a high-paying client, true?
Yes, I have been trying for over a year, and finally with your steps and with the program, and I followed exactly what you told me, and boom, I mean, just the ideal client right at my door.
What was that again?
The ideal client. I mean, she was really my ideal client, and thanks to your process, I was able to attract my ideal client.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. We hear a lot of entrepreneurs, kind of struggle with similar things, right? You want to start an online business, you're totally committed, and then now what do I do? So the top 3 takeaways, the first thing you said was mindset, right? And we say this all the time, mindset is key, but what were some of the gremlins that you were struggling with? We see people struggling with, well, I don't know if I can charge that much. I don't know where to find my clients. I don't know, I don't know what to do first. I mean, let's face it, online marketing, there's YouTube, there's writing a book, there's building a blog, there's starting an email list, there's, Facebook, Instagram, there's all this, hey, there's all these, processes. So what were some of the biggest mindset, I guess, gremlins or, hurdles that you finally were able to overcome?
Well, all those things that you said, I have a to-do list for all of those. I want to write a book. I want to do public speaking. I do some YouTube videos. But really following your program got me to just follow the program. In other words, stop running off in 10 different directions and follow the program. And the biggest gremlin for me was worthiness and accepting the guidance of the universe. And I had a pop while I was in this program, and I'm okay with everything. Whatever happened, I just washed all of everything away, and I stepped through that doorway, and I no longer have the fear. I no longer have the unworthiness. I no longer have any of that. I'm just here, and I'm working with the universe, and I really believe it's because of your program that I got where I am.
Well, listen, I'm celebrating that you did the work, right? And this is what prevents a lot of new coaches from attracting high-paying clients, right? Is these gremlins, we call them. Everyone has them, right? And they're just old decisions that haven't been visited yet, when no one teaches you actually how to create new beliefs about worthiness, right? So if you're looking to charge, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 for your coaching programs, first of all, you gotta believe it. You gotta believe it's possible, and you gotta believe that you're worth it. So this is the worthiness gremlin is a huge piece of the puzzle, and hallelujah, you're able to break through that and attract a client. I think it was how much was it for again?
$4,000.
Yeah, right on. So amazing. Now you break that glass ceiling of what's possible, and again and again and again, using the same system, you can do that. So mindset was a big key for you. Next, you talked about being in a group. I love women's empowerment. I think women are magical creatures. I absolutely do. I think that when we get together, magical things happen. So talk to us a little bit. Now you're talking about the Mastermind, right? This is an 8-week program that we run. It's a mastermind. So women are coming in at different times. Some people are graduating. Some people are coming in. And what was that experience like for you?
Well, the biggest thing, I think, was being on the group calls and their video calls. And I love the way that you and the other coaches take a list of names, because I've been on other group coaching phone calls before, and it's just like, who has a question? And either everybody jumps on at once, or you wait for somebody else and you don't get your questions answered. All of the questions were answered. And if I didn't have a question, or I already asked my question, somebody else would ask a second question that I needed to know, or I didn't realize I needed to know. That's what's more important. I'm like, oh yeah, I should have asked that, but I didn't even know I needed to know that. Yeah. So just having the other ladies on there and seeing what they're going through, and following some, and some are following me, and it's an amazing experience. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, you were really active. Like, I got a really high five, you, Melissa. She's a total rock star, because what I loved about you is I always say this, like, show up, ask questions. 90% of success is showing up. And we really create a space for you guys. It's a safe space. And a lot of you are doing, this inner healing work on your belief systems, on your mindset, but you're also getting crystal clear strategy on marketing and sales, and all of these different edges that you got to soften in order to become an online, expert who's generating, 6 figures in sales. So we create that space for you, and you're always showing up. You always, boom, first person, put your name out there. And sometimes these calls can last, hours, really. But the goal is that everybody gets clarity, right? Because when you get your clarity, when you get your question answered, then you get into action, you get the results. So we created this space so that everyone really gets the clarity, gets your questions answered. And you always showed up, and you were always the first one to be like, I got a question, I want to know. And that's exactly what we want to see, right? You can't hide out here. But we really strive to give people a lot of clarity. And that's why I believe masterminds are so powerful, because when you bring people together that all are, you're all setting up your sales attraction systems, you're all setting up simple funnels. Whatever questions you have, other people are like, yeah, oh my gosh, that's exactly, wow. So I love this model. I'm so happy that you really showed up and took advantage of it and showed up on all the calls. You're always there, right? Boom, put your hand up. Talk to us a little bit about the steps now. We talked about, okay, your system, Vanessa, your program. You were able to create your high-end coaching program. Talk to us about, why that was helpful.
Well, I had an idea in my mind. It was just big, floating around, all these pieces and all these things in my mind. And I sat down in front of a blank piece of paper, I don't know how many times, and I couldn't spit it out. And your very first step, the very first module is like, here's how you create your signature program. And I was like, yes. And it all came out. And that was it. That was the foundation for everything else in the program. And I'm like, there's modules ahead, and I can see other people going to these other modules and talking about them, but I didn't want to jump ahead. I wanted to do one step at a time. And I think that was very important, because I see other people start to freak out. Well, I don't know how to do that yet. And you're like, you're not on that module yet. Don't go there. Just stay where you are. And to me, that's the ladder I needed to climb to get there. And so get together.
This is really important. We've taken hundreds of women now through this process. Hundreds in the last year, I think around 300 women, to be specific. Wow. Right? So, and we've actually revamped the program to just give you guys enough information in each module. Here's 1 week, here's what you do, here's what you do. And the foundation, like Melissa says, is getting clear on your signature program, your signature system. Right? A lot of coaches have a hard time. They don't know how to sell it because they don't know what it is. And there's all these people are saying, oh, do a little 6-week program and charge this and do that. We teach you here how to start where you're at, right? Don't rush off and start doing all crazy complicated automation when, you just need to get your first 3 to 5 one-on-one coaching clients. So we show you exactly how to do that. And that confidence, wow, that allows you to take the next step. Like Melissa said, then you go on the next level of the ladder, and we start showing you about marketing and Facebook and driving leads. And so super happy that you had this all fleshed out, right?
Yes, it was a huge, saved me from shiny object syndrome.
Saved you from shiny object syndrome. Yeah, there's a lot. Listen, this is the coaching industry is booming, $2.4 billion industry. It's booming. And everybody has their hands in the pie. They want you to write books. They want you to be a speaker. They want you to, and listen, all of those methods they're great, but they're kind of like one, let's say you have an umbrella. It's like one spoke of the umbrella. Right? And what you need in order to generate sales and have a consistent business is you need a whole umbrella. And that's what we aim to do is we want you to get really clear about what your whole umbrella is, what your brand is, your marketing, and each piece of those spokes. Sales is a piece of that. Your high-end program is a part of that. Leads is a part of that. Your mindset. We want to give you that whole umbrella, not just one spoke. Otherwise, it's like you're running around with a bunch of sticks in your hand and you're getting wet, right? You're still getting rained on, with overwhelm, doubt, and all of this other stuff. Talk to us a little bit about the video challenge. We help a lot of our clients break through visibility blocks. We encourage them to get out and start using video. What was that like for you?
I really like the video challenge. I had done a few videos before, and it really it made me up my game and continue to think about new things and to come up with new ideas and new thoughts and just be more comfortable every time. I mean, it's so nerve-wracking to get on there. I'm still a little hesitant about the live, but it just works you through that process and helps you get over that fear, and that it just makes things a whole lot easier.
And you really are a rock star now with these lives. I mean, I saw a lot of women in the group were like, hey, Melissa, what are you doing? Asking you questions. And
I like the videos. I really like the videos. And at first, you kind of want to have a little script or something, and then you just start to flow. And now I can just turn it on and talk to the phone or the camera just like I'm speaking to you, because that's who I am speaking to. I'm speaking to you.
Right. So this is the key, right? This confidence and this naturalness and this authenticity. This is what your clients want. I'm so stoked. Congratulations. And you generated, a $4,000 sale, which is amazing. more to come. A lot of our clients say that, oh my gosh, what I've done in 8 weeks, I've been trying to do, and I haven't done so much in, the last 2 years. What we've done in here in 8 weeks is really a lot of clarity and confidence and cash flow. That's our aim here with the 8-week boot camp. Any piece of words of advice, a tidbit, an idea, a nugget that you want to share with women maybe watching these videos who are on the fence, who are like, I should invest in myself, but I don't know. I know. What if this is just some other program that doesn't give me results? Or what would you say to a woman who's kind of, maybe where you were, 8 weeks ago, struggling, feeling a bit stuck, having all these ideas or sticks in your hands in different places?
Yep. Well, my biggest breakthrough was the mindset of finally accepting universal guidance. And I truly believe that if you're here watching this video with me and Vanessa, that universal guidance has brought you to this point. When I signed up for your program, Vanessa, I didn't have the money. I had to use 2 different credit cards and scramble. And it was scary as hell. I was just like, oh my God, what did I do? That's your first thought. It's natural. It's natural to feel that way. But the only way, and I just did a post on your Facebook group today, the only way to fly is to jump off that cliff and flap your arms as hard as you can, and your wings will appear and you'll start to fly. But it's scary. It's going to be scary. You can't just start flying from here. You have to go. So if you're on that fence, you know what you want and you know what your heart says. Follow your damn heart. Your heart knows better than your head. Your head's going to come up with all those stupid excuses. I don't have the money. I don't have the time, blah, blah, blah. That's just going to go on and on. If your heart says this is for you, then your heart's right. And I follow my heart. Yep.
Yeah, I love that, right? She's talking about like leaning in, it's going to be scary, but your wings, that's how you got to use your wings, right? Before they develop, you've got to test them out and not listen to the gremlins, not listen to your mind, but really follow your heart, lean in. I love that advice. And if anybody, if you're watching this video and you're wanting to, have the same kind of clarity, the confidence, the cash flow like Melissa here is generating, like our grads are, you can apply for our 8-week boot camp. We work with brand new coaches. We work with healers. A lot of our clients are massage therapists, Reiki masters, people like Melissa who have been struggling to create their online business for a little while. And really want to, see some results. They want to create their first, high ticket sales, their first 1, 2, 5, 10 sales for $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $12,000. We can show you how to do that. And the place to apply, I'll put the link here in the video, but it's takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. That's the link. And when you book a call, you'll have a chance to book in our calendar and then fill out an application. Make sure you do that. We get a lot of applications, and we'd love to hear from you. If you're a rock star like Melissa, she's like committed balls to the wall. I sold my house and bought an RV, and I'm living this freedom lifestyle. I'm so stoked that you get to share this now with more women and more people around the world who are, chained to their 9-to-5 and want to have a freedom lifestyle. Her website again is called breakfreeandbe.com. Melissa Dafnis, rockstar. Thank you again for being here. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. And thank you so much for helping me reach that next level and to be able to live the freedom lifestyle I want. That's what it's all about. And you have been so important to that. And I thank you and I honor you as my teacher and coach. And I really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye, everyone.